Hey guys, it's Boy, and in this tutorial I'm going to teach you how to create a stack area chart. So this is a stack area chart, and you can see it's a stack area because below this form of a line graph, you have some colored area, and these are important when you are displaying some values which cover some region, not only points, not only coordinates, but the entire region. And as you can see, I'm displaying the milk progress maybe in a company between 4 months, from month 1 year to the fourth month here. So I'll be showing you how you can create something like this in JavaFX and FXML. So we will start right away. I'll be using NetBeans. So come to File, create a new project, JavaFX, then JavaFX FXML application. Select Next, then type in the name of the project, then Stack Area. So Stack Area, that's the name of our project. And finish. So as usual, you have an FXML file, you have the main Java class file here, the FXML file, and then you have the controller class file. So what you'll be doing first, let us expand first the source package and then the package stack area, and then now let us open this FXML file in the scene builder. We want to design the interface again in the scene builder so that we can delete the button and the label that we are always given by default. So this button and the label, let us delete it, and then I'll select this uncouple and resize it. So that's it, and then I'll type in VBox, drag and drop the VBox into the uncapping, then right click it and fit it to the parent, and then come to the alignment and write everything to the top center. And then after doing that, now type in the text here, and we will be creating a simple application that will be showing us the milk progress in a company, the milk amount progress in a company between 4 months. And so what we'll need is the text. Drag this text and drop it inside the VBox, and then now that after dropping it, I'll change first the values and then say milk production. That will be just, and then now we'll be changing the font. I want to change the font so that it will be more easier to read and see. So I'll change the font family first. Choose Arial Black. Increase the size to something like 40, just 40. Yeah, that's it. And then after doing that, now you can decide to make this uncapping wider a bit. So that's it. So we will need a pen, and I've always done in all my tutorials concerning charts that I always found it better practice to add. So that's it, and then now we will add the pen inside the VBox, and then this pen, I'll just unset the VGrow to be always so that it will grow with the VBox. After doing that, now save your project, and then now you can now come and give this pen an ID so that we can ID it in the controller panel and the controller class file. So I'll call it pen view. So we will be creating this stack area chart in the controller Java class file and adding it as a child to this pen. That is the best practice I've always found it. It allows the window to be dynamic in that you can change the pen from holding a line chart to a stack area chart to a bar chart to a pie chart in any format you want to see the forms of milk production in the company. So this is the best way I could advise anyone who wants to pursue charts. And then now after doing that, now you save your FXML file, come back to NetBeans now, and let us make the controller so that it can apply the changes in the FXML file to the controller class file. Now we will delete this label because we no longer need it, and then we'll also delete this method here. And then after doing that, now let us create a new project, something simple. And this is what we'll be doing. The first thing, I will create a method that will be create the StackedArea chart and supply some data. So I'll call this method load data, and then after supplying it some data, it will be adding it as a child to the pen view. So to do that, very simple. First of all, let us check if there's something in the pen view. To do that, you just write something like this. You get children, and then if they are, then you clear. So this line of code clears anything that is inside the pen view if there is. So the next thing is to create a number axis. So number axis for the first, so number axis, and I'll call it the x axis. So the first x axis. Well, we want to set the x axis and the y axis. So number axis, x axis, and I'll call it a new, declaring the new number axis, and then bracket and end with a semicolon. So we'll do some imports. So let us import the number axis library, and then let us give this x axis some label. So I'll set some label inside it, and then some string value, and we'll type the name of the label, and I'll say months, and set the label. This should be in uppercase, and then that's it. End with a semicolon. After doing that, we'll do the same for the x-axis, for the y-axis, sorry. So number axis, y-axis is equals to new number. So let us set the y-axis, give it some label. So I'll add some string values here, and I'll say amount, and also this at the start of this label should be an uppercase. And then after doing that, now we will create now a new chart, and we'll say StackedArea chart. So StackedArea chart, and let us call it milk chart equals to new StackedArea. So once you do that, we'll do some imports, and I'll import the library that was the StackedArea chart, and then here I'll put in the data model. So x axis, comma y axis, and after doing that, now it is simple. Now we will give this this chart a title, and then say set title, and I'll give some string values here, and I'll say milk progress, because we want this chart to show us the milk progress in a company 4 months, for 4 months. And then after doing that, now we'll create some series. In a series is where you'll be adding the data. So we'll be creating something known as the XY chart series. In this XY chart series, you supply it with some data, and this data is where, and now you add this series inside the chart. So the chart will be using the values inside the milk charts, inside the XY chart series. So depending on how you'll be inserting the data into the XY chart series, it will be displayed in the chart. So let us create this XY chart series. So XY chart series, let us call it series, and then equals to new XY chart series. So into brackets and then colon, and then following that, let us do some imports. Now you can set this series and set a label. so not, you can set name, sorry, and then into put some string values here, and let us set it a name and say uh, milk progress. So here milk progress and a semicolon, but we can now change the milk chart so that it cannot hold the same data, and just say monthly milk progress, and then the name of the series would be milk progress. Now let us add some data into this series. So to do that, you say series get data. Now add some new x y sorry xy chart series, and then this sign key, and then into brackets. Now type in the first month, like you can type in to start at 00, coordinates 00, and then so that you can manipulate it. uh, so uh, we will give this tag pen to take some form of data types, and we will just say number. So there's some error here in the xy get data add new xy chart. Oh, sorry, xy chart. We are adding data xy chart data. So that's it. And then after doing that, now let us copy this code, and we'll want to duplicate this code to 4 times, because we are focusing on from 4 months. So the first one was just that 0 coordinates. So this one was the second one. Now the first one, second one, third one, fourth one. So let us start the first one. Maybe it started at 20,000, thousand, and then there was some increase, a double, sharp double increase to 40,000, and then now we had a drop to 10,000, and then now back maybe, or a very sharp increase now to 60,000. So that's it for those months. So this month 1, month 2, month 3, month 4, and then after doing that, now you can now decide to add now this series into the chart. So to do that, this is how you do. You just add, you get some data into brackets, then you add series, and then after doing that, now when you have added some data, the series into the data, it's now simple. Now add this chart into the pen as a child. To do that, call the pen by its name, pen view, and then you get the children, and then you add it as a child. So add the node, and this node is called the milk chart. So that's it for everything. Now call this method here, because we want this method to be included at the start of the application. So you call it here, so that whenever it is initialized, the application initializes, it will always remember to call this method. So now let us build the application, save and build the application. Good practice. Now the build is successful, and now let us run this application. And here we go. You can see we have something from the 00 coordinates to the first to progress. The first month here at 00 month there was nothing, and there was a quite increase. To the second, to the first month where we had 20,000. Then there was a double increase to the second month at 40,000. Then there was a sharp decrease, and then a very sharp increase again back to 60,000. So now you can see how we can create a uh, stack area chart. And there's one thing I should explain, that if you don't want it to start at the 0 coordinates, maybe you want it to start at the 4 months, there was no need of adding this first series, the first value set of series here. But if you want it to start from 0 coordinates, so this one are just the coordinates you want them to, the line chart, this line to go through. And this is how you can create stacked area chart in JavaFX and FXML. So hope you learned something today. So let us meet in another tutorial, and hope you have now started to find JavaFX very interesting and to learn. So you can just email me, contact me in any form to inquire about anything, and I'll make a tutorial to meet your expectations. So thank you for watching this video.